Likes are the lifeblood of social media and content in general. They're a form of validation and a sign that you are indeed worthwhile in the media landscape. Or are they? I have a slightly different interpretation. Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, bringing you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain, and today we're talking about how I view the importance of that like button that is omnipresent in all social media. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow DNA, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Juggling Calling, Pyroterra Light Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. So first up, some context. About 2 weeks ago, I posted to my Patreon, Facebook group, and YouTube asking people whether I should continue regularly posting my combo tutorials to YouTube. And in my head, I was thinking that the combos are best suited to content platforms that are geared around creating conversations and having posts that go back and forth. YouTube isn't really as good for that as Instagram is, and the combo tutorials I post there tend to have pretty low engagement. Is this really a good use of everyone's time? And the responses I got were actually really surprising to me. Quite a few people came back and suggested that I switch to platforms that have higher engagement, like TikTok. And this honestly truly baffled me. The first reason this baffled me is that it's a format of content that clearly wouldn't work on TikTok. Those combo tutorials tend to be around 10 minutes long, and TikTok limits you to no more than a single minute. And the second was the realization that I was approaching this problem completely differently than many of the people responding to me. And this goes to the heart of the topic for this video. What do those likes actually mean? For many of the people out there, including those who were answering that question for me, I think they look at likes as a way of saying, I did a good job. It's a measurement of validation and that their content is worthwhile. The flip side of that coin, of course, is what happens when the likes don't happen. I've seen a lot of disgruntled young spinners chalk up their lack of engagement to things like equipment or shooting setup they use, or in very uncharitable cases, dismissing content that does get likes along gender lines. And it should be said, sexism and misogyny in the flow arts is definitely a topic that warrants a video all its own, and I will do it at some point. But at the core, there's also a kind of envy there. Someone is getting the likes that someone else wants. It can be really heartbreaking when you create something that you're proud of and it lands with a dull thud. I've certainly been there. And by the same token, there's also a lot of social pressure now for people to share the things that they create online. And if the response to that is crickets chirping, then it can feel a lot like you're failing at the world of social media status. But what if I told you there's another way to look at it? Because this isn't how I look at likes, or views for that matter. And I think telling you how I frame this for myself might also reveal some things buried deep within that other view of likes. To me, what likes mean is that I created something that was useful to someone else, something that added some value to their world. And that's a really important distinction to me, because if a video or project doesn't get all that many likes, that's not a reflection on me as a person, a poi spinner, or even a content creator. It just means it wasn't the thing that someone else needed. We create things all the time that we enjoy, but that might not find resonance or traction with other people. And unless your sense of worth is tied to how useful you are to other people, there's no reason that that should have any kind of impact on how you see yourself. Those combo tutorials that I create, they're really there to help other people learn how to spin poi. They're not about me showing off what I can do. I already have my flow videos for that. When I write a combo and create a tutorial around it, the whole point of it is for other people to learn them and use that knowledge to help them figure out how to transition between different tricks. Making those combo tutorials has never been for my benefit. Sure, I kind of want to see more people out there dancing with their poi, and this is one of the ways that I can kind of nudge them along in that direction. But at the same time, the videos are there to serve my audience. And that really gets to the heart of the difference that I see in these two different philosophies around likes. A lot of people think that the audience is there to support them. I see it as my job to support the audience. That is so obnoxious. I didn't realize that I was running that light completely off of battery power. Ugh. When likes are about feeling validation around yourself, then the lack of them can feel painful to the point of generating hurt and envy. When likes are about getting feedback on how helpful your content is to your audience, they make you a better content creator. I think a lot of people who answered my inquiry about whether to continue posting those combo tutorials to YouTube thought that they were being asked how I could receive more validation. What I was really asking was, is this stuff useful to you at all? Is there something else I could do that would be more useful? And I'm sure that there are a lot of people for whom the likes as validation are comforting. People that don't really see the need to grow a channel or throw themselves into it like I have as a professional content creator. And you know what? That's totally cool. Just make sure to take it with a grain of salt. Because by definition, if the content isn't serving the audience, then it's also less likely to be engaged with. Just my 2 cents. In the meantime, try this approach on for size. See how it feels to look at likes as the measure of whether your audience got value out of your content, and see how that changes how you feel about it and yourself. You might be surprised. Get anything out of this video? Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, both to help other people find this video and to help my channel grow. I also just want to put out a huge thank you because this video would not be possible without the kind contributions of these wonderful folks right here. These are my Flow patrons on Patreon, and they, along with the wonderful people listed down in the description, make this video and all the videos on my channel possible. If you'd like to help me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the wider world and help people learn to be creative with their bodies, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. You can get early access to all of my content, a say in what topics I tackle in the future, plus some behind the scenes and extras content too. So go check that out. Please and thank you. Are you a content creator who is looking to grow your audience? I actually have a playlist of content related to doing just that I will link to down in the description. Do you disagree with my framing of this question? Let me know why or why not down in the comments. In the meantime, be sure to take a break and get your flow on today, and I will see you on Wednesday with a new video. Peace.